Thank you, Michael. We rejoin you in the booth with head coach Greg Page, brought to you by Alexander Roloff Development after a 30-18 West Shamokin victory over Homer Center. Coach, first question, obviously, our thoughts and prayers for Kobe Doherty. Let me ask you, first of all, if you've learned anything about Kobe's condition as he was taken off the field after a lengthy delay.
Yeah, I think on the field,
There you go.
we're good. I think on the field he was passing a lot of the tests as far as questions and extremities and things like that. And they had said this is more for precaution. And I just did get word from one of the ambulance guys that he was talking pretty normally on the way to the hospital. I don't know. I would think at the very least it's a concussion, but that points to good signs. He was, he's very, very coherent.
That's good news indeed. With technology now, you have the benefit we did of looking at a very ugly football play on the iPad. We're following the ball as Ben came near side, and I don't even know if you saw what Ben did, but he, under a great duress, moved the ball from his right hand to his left hand and threw it into the feet of an intended receiver and out toward midfield undetected by us. And unfortunately, and you wonder watching the replay on iPad how it went undetected on the field by the stripes. I know you weren't very happy about it. Any comment on what you witnessed?
Am I going to get in any trouble?
I wouldn't think so. And
I mean, I'm not going to embarrass our school district. Yeah, I was yelling because, and I didn't even see it at first, but you got a kid laying prone, and a couple of our guys were saying that it wasn't good. And then we did look at the iPad, and it wasn't good. So it is what it is. I mean, it's
an emotional game.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the whole point of emphasis is supposed to be things well away from the ball, which it was, and the point of emphasis is supposed to be about up around the head area, was helmet flew off. So, we've all had kids that have made plays that might be along the edge. I just don't think that was good. That's the best way I can say it.
What explanation did you get, if any, on the field?
Nobody saw it. And I really get tired of hearing that every week on calls. Not just situations like that, but it is what it is.
Coach, let's focus on the football game. Certainly a game that you had opportunities, let them on the field. Quite frankly, they left a drive on the field too, but assess this football game and your performance tonight.
I just think we made too many mistakes. We have the lead, we give it up late in the half. We give them another score, and then we claw back, and now we're down to either tie or take the lead at the 7, first and goal at the 7. And again, we don't have one of our playmakers in, but that shouldn't matter. We for whatever reason, we didn't get enough protection. I'm not going to lay that all on the line. That's times you're putting 4 guys out in patterns because you're trying to spread the field, but we didn't get it done down there, and that was critical. And then they come down and they had a nice drive and score to basically seal it, but. We had penalties and they had penalties too, but we had more turnovers. And, you're not going to come out of it that way. And they're a good football team. I've tried to tell people the last 2 weeks, I think they had some misfortune, but they were ready to play tonight.
Yeah, they were, and I think they were really stung with those back-to-back losses. After the Doherty injury, you have to punt the football, but then you pin them, and they commit a holding and an unsportsmanlike penalty. Defense does a great job. After Schmidt's 15-yard punt return, you start at the West Shamokin 32. You then have a first and goal from the 6. Talk about that sequence and maybe what went wrong.
Well, we tried to go with a run on first down. In hindsight, maybe I would have tried to go wider, but we had been getting some success with our blasts. And then second, third, and fourth down, we're just trying to, like I said, get some guys horizontal. And the one was a boot. I don't know if they covered it well. It was back in this corner away from us. Ben tried to scramble and got no yardage. And then I think the third and fourth down, we just, we got pressure, we didn't connect. So.
And then they drove down and put the game out of reach. Problems defending the jet sweep tonight. At times you did, but just too many breakdowns.
Yeah, and it's all about angles, and I think at times we got sealed. I think at other times we did flush it a little bit. Mondi and Haswell both are nice cutters, and at times we were able to find seams. Other times it was just flat out we were outmanned, outnumbered, I should say. And that's not the way we've been working on it during the week. You got to have secondary support to come up. But again, we didn't get it done. We had to.
Well, you have to regroup. Westpac crossover weekend next week. Any thoughts on who you might be playing? We thought coming in Conemaugh Township, Portage, Windber, maybe Dark Horse, but maybe at this juncture on a Friday night, we don't have to just sort through it.
We gotta look at scores. I was hoping maybe you guys had heard of some of those. I think if we had won, we would have been pretty much going to Township. And then I thought if we didn't come out on the good end, it would be Windber or Myersdale. So if
Don't say Myersdale.
Well, if Myersdale wins tonight over North Star,
that's a given.
It should be. Then I think they have the head-to-head with Windber because they beat Windber. So I might have that backwards. It might be Windber. I got to look. I'm all scrambled.
Well, it doesn't really matter right now.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get a look at who it is. And I told our guys, I said, you're disappointed, you're hurt for your teammate. I said, but we got to come back Monday, because if we can go 6-4, we still can get some solid playoff positioning, and that's our goal right now.
And get a home playoff game. That's looking pretty good. Coach, thanks for doing this.
Sure.
Our best to Kobe Doherty. I think situations like that remind us that it's just a game.
Right,
And
that's what we talked about at the end. Yeah.
We wish him the best, and we'll talk to you next Friday night.
We'll pass along that support. Thank you guys very much.
Head coach Greg Page joining us on our first Commonwealth Bank post-game show. We're going to come back, give you the stats, and wrap things up when we continue right here on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network after a 30-18 West Shamokin victory.
Thank you.